We're back. This is like part 4 or something. I don't know. Losing count because I just keep rolling. I just keep doing them every 30 minutes. So, if you have not been coloring along, please go back and look for video 1, because otherwise I'm afraid you might be totally lost on some of this. So, all right. So I told you that I wasn't going to go all the way around all of this. But I think you can do the rest of these now just by what we did there. I'm going to show you some of these because instead of laying flat like these are all around here, these stand up. So these are a little bit different. So after I show you this little section, you should be able to do all the rest of that. Isn't that going to be awesome? Let's get the whites in. Let's just get all that white area done. Just everything that's highlighted. And I'm just going to do this section here. How's that sound? If I can remember that as I'm going. And see, this comes back a little bit there. So I really went in and did some more on that than what you normally might have thought. But just everywhere where it's white, see this one's and this one a little bit, I'm putting the white pencil in, and that's so that whenever I go over it with the colored pencil, it's going to be a little bit different color. Okay, I think I've done some of those 2 or 3 times now. Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do these too. You're right, they're at an angle. They're just a little bit different, and then that should have us hitting everything. Every different angle that we have on this, and do half, then you should be able to do your other half. Okay, so anywhere where there's white. Now we're going to come back to the 2 colors and let's do some magic. All right, the darkest one was the 511. So let's take it and let's just get started on this. So, sorry, I'm having to look around a light, and I've got a glare of a light, which you don't have, so I'm having to be careful. Now, did we color those? Because we should have. I don't know if we did or not. So make sure you get all those. The white parts, because we are going to go over them. Okay, now back to this. So a lot of this is going to be really dark, so you just don't want it to look like one dark mass though, so still go over what you did that darkest the very first time. And see, I'm already going further than I had planned. It just, you know, you get started and you just go. All right, stopping there. Maybe. This part, though, really is fairly easy. We're just going over what we did in the dark. And then where we got lighter as we went, we're still going over that too. We're really just building layers here because all of this is so dark. But again, we don't want to go into the white areas. See, like I'm going to go into this just a little because that's got a lot of white. Same thing here, just a little. That way when I come back in a few minutes with the lighter shade, it's going to blend easier for me. Same thing here and here. All right. Just don't get into the white areas. Can you tell what I'm doing? Just going over what we went over in the dark when we first started, and then anything that's kind of medium, we're getting it right now. And then in a minute, when we go back through, we're going to get the lights. Because we've already gone over them with the white, we'll be able to just color everything with the next color. And part of that is true with colored pencil, and part of it's because it's a grayscale. Yeah, I know I went into that white dot. Oops. I'm not going to panic over it. Let's see here, just getting that done. Did I do that white? I did this. I didn't do those. Well, if we're going to do one section there, we might as well hit the others. That way this whole intersection right here will be done. No, I'm not doing that one. That one's an outer section. And see just a little. And then when I come in with that lighter, that's really going to pop. And see, these have less of the dark. So now you're really starting to see the color change. Just a little right there. Staying out of the white. All right, changing color. Well, no, I didn't do this. See, I have a glare on my paper, but I know it's a better angle for y'all. Bringing some of that color in here. Remember, put color in one place. It's good to put it around in another place. All right, now the color that's going to change it all. We're going to do this whole section. You ready? Yeah, see, you're getting a little bit of glare too. There you go. See, that's better for you. So, what can I do with the light? Anything? Is that better? Oh, right there? Right there. Okay. Oh, better for me too. Wow. You should have said something earlier. All right. So now I'm going over all of it and blending. I'm going to keep it kind of light. Don't go heavy-handed. Okay, come back some if you need to on your pencil so that you keep it light. But now we're getting those edges in that orangey. Keep going. Don't get in too big of a hurry. I understand I do color quickly sometimes. If you're better to take your time and come through like this, then that's what I want you to do. If you have to let me play for 30 seconds and pause, then you do that. Because I want you to do what's going to help you turn out the best work you can turn out. Now, do you see how I'm keeping it light touch going over these? Those are the baby petals. They're not going to be real dark. But since we went over them in the white, we can do a light touch over them. But we do want to keep those lighter, but it's just where they're flipped. We can get into these a little bit. Okay. Do you see how those all just took on their own little shape though? And it's because of all the work you did ahead of time. It's because of the dark that you put down and then the medium that you put down. Yeah, if you had not put that dark down first and then had not put that white on, you would not have gotten this look. Okay, I don't care how good your grayscale paper is, if you're not building with some of your layers, you're not going to get the intensity that you could have gotten with that page. I think on our next break I'm going to have some lunch. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:15. That's not bad. I was afraid it was still going to be early. Yeah, we had a bad rain last night and this morning. So hubby got up early and went in because he knew there would be more traffic on the road later. And I just could not fall back asleep. So I just got up, caught up on the coloring book group on Facebook, and then caught up on all my emails, did everything I needed to do for that, and then decided it was time to come in and start some coloring. I've been doing that ever since. So, yep, a lot of videos. They don't make themselves. Oh. And people seem to like them, so I want to keep doing them. All right, there we go. So what do you think? Now, again, if you want those white areas to pop more, come back in with your darkest dark and hit right behind or beside those white areas. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm hitting around behind them. And that should be popping that white area to the front. I had the darkest that time. I'm going to come back with the white. And see, as I come back over these, it should be popping that to the top of the page so that it looks like it's really closer up to you than what those dark areas are. And that's what you want to do. Okay? So anytime something needs to be brought closer to the top of the page, then you want to do that. All right. My phone looks like it is frozen. I'm not sure though. So I'm going to stop here and give my phone a break before it overheats, and I'll be back in a bit.